What's good, everybody? Next, we're back with some more World of Warships Legends. Today, I was not expecting this match to go how it did. So, I started recording after it mattered, but it is still going to be a fantastic clip. We've got a match full of cruisers. Not one battleship on my team. Two destroyers, one already gone, versus a Normandy and a Benson. Everything else on the enemy team is a cruiser. My team, if you look at how they're laid out, it's it's just a charge. They're charging, and I've not seen something like this in a very long time. They actually are going to rush the Normandy. They've been rushing the Normandy. I, in my little destroyer here, have been just spotting the world, keeping everybody well on the map as best as possible. However, the cruisers on my team, they are, I don't know. I've never seen such aggressive cruiser play. I mean, as a group, I don't recall if they're actually in a division. However, y- you don't charge a battleship. Like I don't understand. But that's okay. That's okay because that type of thing happens, right? So we are going to continue to get this cap. We have the cap advantage. I am not comfortable until we have the lead, and a definitive margin of victory. Right now, I have a series of cruisers charging this Normandy. Like I just don't understand. Does he get him? He got him. And it was fire, not the torpedoes that he was trying to land. So that in itself was weird. But hey, what are you gonna do? So now it is four cruisers and an ACAT versus four cruisers and a Benson. Alright. The Benson is capping A, and if you'll notice, the last time the Benson was spotted, he was in B, as you can see by the little triangle outline. I myself have never been spotted, and so the enemy team doesn't have a point of reference. They just know that D was capped. However, there's so many cruisers over there, they can't be 100% sure that it wasn't a cruiser trying to cap. So, more than anything, one of the most important things you can do, especially as a stealth destroyer, is to maintain every possible advantage. That being from your actual location and even a point of reference. Because depending on how long it was, you may actually still end up getting boxed in. Now, I'm realizing that my team, with their tactics, they're getting wiped out. So I have to make my presence known. I've been sending torpedoes to, you know, as a threat. Like most of these torpedoes, if these ships continued on their paths, it would be doom. However, They have been, torping cruisers is not easy. They are built to chase down destroyers. So that means they have the ability to detect destroyer, torpedoes, as well as sonar and all sorts of things. So all of these torpedoes are primarily to slow their charge. If we get a hit, fantastic, but the primary is going to be owning this space so they can't come close. I still have a smoke. I had popped a smoke earlier in C when I realized that all my cruisers were charging with me, so I tried to give them some cover. Now this Mahan, he has perfect cover. He's got a cruiser right next to him, and he's just free to fire on the cruisers over here. And he is. You can see the hail of gunfire just dropping. So, best we can do is continue to make life difficult for any cruiser that will sit around. We have to continue to put pressure on this team, otherwise we're going to lose for sure. If you look at the score, we're up because we had the cap advantage for quite some time. However, I go ahead, I pop smoke, not for me, that's for the cruiser. Trying to break line of sight for him. Little blind fire, okay. But still, looking at the opportunity to take some of these cruisers off the map to give us a definitive lead, we're essentially tied, but we're still behind. This is an extremely close match. It's just me and this cruiser, and they still have 3 cruisers and that Benson. So, yep. Even though that was in Japanese, I know what he said. You are the last hope. Oh. Alright, here we go. We are literally behind 80 points. Technically, all they have to do is either kill me, which, I'm okay with that. That means they'd have to come towards me. Or just drive off into the sunset, like pretty much prevent any future caps. The Benson, I believe, would make, the most reasonable choice, considering there's already cruisers over here, would be to go cap D, because it's the furthest point from me, and it would give them the cap advantage. I hop in A to reduce their advantage. So right now, we technically have 2 caps to their 1. So the Benson did the smart play. But I was able to get a kill, which will swing the points in our favor, even if just barely. Now, we still have cruisers right here. I know for a fact, I think it's a New Orleans? I'm not sure. No, the Furataka. Right. This boat right here has a very tight lane to come towards me. No, that's not the one. It's that one. The Konigsberg. A very specific area for them to try to approach me. Now you can see the little mountain icon in yellow. That means you're charging an island. So I was already preparing for that. The more you use a ship, the more you get an idea and feel for how it moves. So if I hit that island, that right there would have been death. because, that boat might have spotted me before those torpedoes, in all honesty. But now we definitively have a lead. Someone is capping B, but they left the cap. I don't understand, but it works in my favor. Still, using torpedoes to take away lanes, there are specific ways they can approach my position, and I'm cutting those off with torpedoes. And if they take them, they put themselves at serious risk. Now they might be able to dodge them, but it's very uncomfortable. So they go back into the cap. But at this point, I've won. There's only 52 seconds left. Uh, if the Benson had twist and track, then I definitely would not be doing what I'm doing right now, because it would be very easy for the Benson to come around the corner. Even though I can outspot it in open water, the way you play those boats isn't about the open water. It's about coming off a corner like this, where that gap between minimum detection and the ship's ability to escape your detection, that's where the American gunboats shine. Horns of Doom, baby. Horns of Doom. So we were able to pull off a solo warrior. And who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? That was a crazy round right there. If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and hit the like. As well as if you didn't enjoy that video, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe and follow, and drop a comment below. If you have any questions, if there's any particular aspect of the game you're interested in, definitely let me know. I test all sorts of stuff out. And as always, more content to come. Thanks.